The Director of Hospital Services Council in Sri Lanka, Venerable Rajavali Subhuti Thero, first visited California in the summer of 2018. The Venerable Thero held a couple of meetings and educated us about the significant work being carried out by the Hospital Services Council to help the underprivileged patients lacking even the most basic needs. The stories touched our hearts, and a group of us got together to form an organization to help support the Hospital Services Council. Hospital Services Support Foundation, a federal tax-exempt 501c3 organization in California, was founded in 2018 to help support the Hospital Services Council in Sri Lanka. We started small. The first shipment was a few boxes, a collection of medical supplementary items, toys, clothes, adult diapers, crutches, and 10 wheelchairs. Our secretary at the time, who was visiting Sri Lanka, handed over the items to the Colombo General and Maharagama Cancer Hospitals and also to one very deserving patient. We started collecting medical equipment and storing them in public storage units. Idea was to collect enough equipment to fill a 40-foot container. In 2019 November, we held a dinner dance to raise funds. It was a resounding success, and we were able to raise close to $15,000. The community came together to help. The food was donated at cost. The band played for free, and everyone had a good time while supporting a very worthy cause. Volunteers collected many items through Craigslist, personal donations, and other means. We had enough items for a 40-foot container, and we set the date as January 18th for the loading. Lot of volunteers showed up to help. We shrink-wrapped many items to prevent damage while in transit. The container was parked in a nearby cul-de-sac, and we moved all the items from the storage to the container using a rented truck. Platforms were built inside the container to make maximum use of the space. It was the end of a very successful day, and we celebrated with dinner and music. It was the same for Sunday as well. We were exhausted by day's end, but it was worth it. The container was ready to leave for the shores of Sri Lanka. We eagerly awaited the news of the container's arrival in Sri Lanka, and we finally received photos of the unloading. In the meantime, COVID struck. Most of the items we sent were donated to the Homagama Base Hospital, which was designated as the COVID-19 treatment center. Combined donations from us and Australia was valued over 10 million rupees, roughly $50,000. In the summer of 2020, we organized a face mask project to help the first responders and the at-risk communities. Again, the community stepped up and donated funds and made face masks to help the local hospitals and senior centers. HSSF volunteers delivered the face masks to South Bay and Sacramento region hospitals. In October, we conducted a blood drive in collaboration with the American Red Cross, which was a huge success. 49 people showed up to donate blood and plasma, even with social distancing and other restrictions. We held a virtual fundraiser in October 2020 and were able to raise about $11,000 with member donations and company matching. Currently, our youth group has two ongoing projects. First one is a backpack drive to provide backpacks free of charge to children of low-income families. The second is to provide food rations to local homeless shelters, soup kitchens, and food pantries. We are now better organized with lessons learned from the first shipment. We rented the truck and bought all the materials needed the Friday before and started work early on Saturday, October 24th. It was the height of the COVID season, and our volunteers took extra precautions, and the process went smoothly. The ladies maintained a steady supply of Sri Lankan snacks and meals. HSSF Youth Group was also there, helping the adults side by side.
There it is.
Yeah.
It was the end of the first day. The same routine was followed the next day as well. After 2 arduous days, the container was ready to go. The container was delayed in Singapore due to COVID and finally reached Sri Lanka in late December. Once HSC unloaded the container, they were amazed as to how HSSF packed all that equipment into a single container. Currently, we have in storage enough items for 2 more containers. We are planning to load the third container, which will be a 45-foot container, in the next weekend of February 27th. Average cost of a container is around $12,000, including storage cost, transportation cost, shipping cost, loading cost, and others. Our efforts to help underserved hospitals in Sri Lanka present us with new challenges, mainly in volunteer resources and funding. Significant increase in truck rental and storage since last year has exacerbated the situation. We are totally a volunteer organization, and all the personnel costs in the line of duty are borne by the volunteers themselves. The value of a refurbished striker stretcher is about $3,000. We sent 26 such stretchers in the most recent container. The total value of the container load is easily worth over $100,000. We have another 20 stretchers in storage for the next shipment. So a donation of $50 will be a benefit of over $500 to the needy in Sri Lanka. It is equivalent to 10 times match, an excellent multiplier that benefits the needy. We also have a wellness program, which we all need these days to manage stress and anxiety. These programs are offered free to our individual partners and at a discounted rate to partner organizations. Now you can sponsor any of these activities with any amount you can to help us complete these shipments. You can dedicate the contribution to a person or an event like a birthday or an anniversary, transfer merits, etc. I'd like to invite you to join us as a partner of our organization for as little as $5 a month. We will keep you updated on our activities so that you can join us anytime. We are part of the Benevity network, and your company may match your donation. Amazon Smile. Amazon donates half of 1% of your online purchases to charity, and you can designate HSSF to receive the donation. Any help you can do is much appreciated. Please visit our website hospitalssf.org for further details of these programs and for signing up. We are joining together with all other Hospital Services Council members in Canada, United Kingdom and Australia to support our trusted partner Hospital Services Council in Sri Lanka, whose mission is to improve the well-being and welfare of the public attending the national hospitals of Sri Lanka. With your generosity, we can help improve the lives of the most vulnerable, the old, and the poor patients in Sri Lanka. Thank you.